YouTube. What's up? It's your boy Original Dog Man. Um, so again, we got a dude in the order filler group on Facebook talking that crap. And you talk all the crap you want, man, but you picking paper. You pick dry side, paper, and dairy as far as I can tell. How you gonna tell me get my stack up? He said, get my stack up. Then then he shows me pictures of his pretty little stacks that he has. Yeah, the stack is pretty, but his technique sucks. And I'm gonna show you why in a second. Here we go. I want y'all to see this here. I want y'all to see this, so I'm gonna bring the camera a little bit closer so you guys can actually see what's going on here. There we go. Y'all should be able to see that. Hopefully y'all should be able to see that. Alright, so let me get some here so I can point out shit with a pen or something. So I want y'all to see his stack, okay? Now, as order fillers, you've been working in the pick a long time. I order fill for 10 years. Well, I'm gonna show y'all that this dude does know how to stack, but his technique sucks. And according to this trip right here, it's he probably had to take his time. It's a 1 pallet trip, look like maybe 2. I see a little pallet on the side, but why is this pallet over here? If it is a 2 pallet trip, why is this pallet over here and not directly behind it? So I'm guessing this is a 1 pallet trip because I don't see another pallet behind it. Now, I want you to pay attention because, see, this is the type of dudes that like to talk shit, but they don't move no weight. And when I say they don't move no weight, they don't move anything that heavy to the point where they're like catch a hernia or strain a muscle. They're picking up light shit. This is paperwork. This is paper. This is diapers. So my pallets can weigh anywhere from 1,500 pounds to 4,000 pounds. You guys seen it on my paperwork. I showed it to you. But this pallet here, how much do you think this weighs? This whole pallet. It's about, let's see, 1, 2, let's count it. 1, 2, no, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you got 14 here. This is about 5 pounds each. If that, 5 pounds each. And you got 14 times 4. What is that? About 56, about 560 pounds, okay? Maybe about 560 pounds. Can you scream many men? All right, let me finish this video, man. So he's talking shit to me, but he's lifting up paper. He's lifting up paper. You better have your pallet looking neat when you're picking paper, especially diapers. Diapers is easy. All the cases are basically the same. But I want to show you his technique. Now watch this. This is basically a tower. This is column stacking right here. All the way, pretty much all the way up, all the way down. Now he did cross it. He crossed it here. And he crossed it here. But here's the thing. He didn't cross it in between. Look at this. See this here? All the way up and down. That's column stacking. That's column stacking. You see that? All the way up and down. Column stacking. He did not tie it in anywhere over here. Now, this is diapers. You can flip these cases and make them taller. This case could have been the same height as this case if he would have flipped it. This case right here could have been the same height as this case if he would have flipped it. If he would have flipped it sideways, it would have been the same height. Therefore, he could have crossed it in. You see that? This is why I say his technique sucks. It sucks big time. And then here, okay, and check this out. Over here, he got the first 2 sets of diapers. Then he got the second set of diapers, which he did cross it. He crossed it here, right? But then he got 2 more sets, which he didn't cross right here on top of these. This should have been the facing the other way. These are 2 sets, 1, 2. So he got 1, 1, 2, and then he crossed it. This should have been 1. but it's 1, 2. And then this should have been 1, 2. So you cross it here, you cross it here, you cross it here, or you move this over and cross it over here on this side, so you can enter into crossing this middle stack. This is called column stacking, people. You don't do this at all. Now, if he would have crossed it waist high, let's see about if he would have crossed it up to here, all these cases, if he would have crossed it up to here, he could have ran this. He could have ran this trip, but I guarantee you, he didn't run this trip. I'm talking about full throttle. He could have went all around the warehouse full throttle with this trip, but I guarantee you he couldn't do it. And the reason why he couldn't do it was because he didn't stack it waist high. About right up to here, if he would have crossed all these cases in right up to here, which he could have done it, but he didn't do it. He could have ran, but see this right here? If he would have went full throttle, that would have failed. All this on the backside would have failed, and maybe even this one in the middle. If he went full throttle, all these cases would have bloop. But no, he didn't tie it in. He column stacked this, he column stacked this, and then he column stacked this. Straight up and down. But you want to tell me get my stack up, man? Are you for real? You couldn't beat me in the pick, man. I would have ran full throttle on you with this pallet right here. I would have ran full throttle on your ass, and I would have beat you. I would have pulled out with a high percentage and a good stack. Look, you went all the way up to here. You got powdered, look like powdered baby milk up here. You got 1, 2, 3 cases, 4, 5 column stack on the backside of your pallet. You didn't cross none of this shit in, man. You crossed this in right here, but you didn't tie it into here. You didn't tie it over in the middle. So this shit would have went. You would have went full throttle. All this shit would have fell off. All that shit would have fell off, man. That's why I say, bro. People like you think you can run. People like you think you can stack. You ain't stacked shit. You ain't showing me shit here that I don't already know. That the average order filler coming in there, brand new, don't already know. They taught you how to tie your shit in. And if you a vet, you should have tied all this in, but you didn't. You didn't, bro. You garbage, man. You gonna tell me get my stack up and you can't stack? Man, go slap yourself, man. Slap yourself. Peace the fuck out. End this motherfucking live stream.